On day 10, I walked 23.6 miles and passed through Flatside Wilderness, Flatside Pinnacle, Oak Mountain, and Brown Creek shelters before camping near Lake Sylvia. Morning, peeps. About 8 miles in. The knee's feeling pretty good so far. I was going to keep on going, haven't got breakfast yet, but I came across something here that scared the tar out of me. Looks like it was dead. I wasn't going to get too close. Of course, you could hardly tell if I got sprayed by the thing. I already stink, so. Just before noon, got to a creek. Finally got around to eating some breakfast. Had a bunch of other food. My official lunch, I think I'm going to take. It's about a little over 4 miles up to this Pinnacle overlook. I'm getting that name wrong. Flat side of Pinnacle. Does that sound right? Matt was really talking that up, and I guess that's probably the best location along the trail, the best view. So get up there, hour and a half, 2 hours. Have a good, healthy late lunch, Doritos, beef sticks. Enjoy the view and try to make a push. Keep on going, make it a big day. But I'm really putting emphasis on staying hydrated. Took some of those salt tabs that I have. Just thinking maybe that's what my muscle issue was with my knee yesterday, but who knows, man. I'm just praying that I can keep going. I've come to Prong Creek. Just got done crossing it here. I would hate to have gotten to this creek a couple days ago after that big rain. Wasn't too bad crossing right here. Some deep pools down here though. So, and it was super slippery. The moss-covered rocks can get rather slippery, but we're gonna keep on rolling. Made it up to the flat side of Pinnacle. It's about a 1/4 mile spur trail. I'm not a real big spur trail guy, but this one's probably worth it. Now, it's about a 360-degree view where you can see a long ways. I'm here mid-afternoon and not the best timing for lighting for taking photos and shooting video, but I could see at sunset this would be amazing up here. So I'm eating some late lunch, finishing off my beef sticks, finishing off the Doritos. I'm hoping I'll have some energy. I got to take off some clothes. I'm sweating like a pig. Have some energy for another good kick to get in some miles today. We'll see how that goes. Boy, it's a beautiful night out. Probably 5:15 or so. Got about 1.5 miles until I get to the next creek. Right past the Sylvan Lake Trailhead Campground. So, I was at that last creek. I was debating, should I go to the next one or should I stop? Decided to press on. Are my legs tired? Of course. Am I doing all right? You betcha. Made it to a creek here, about 187.5. No name for the creek. Just creek. I'm a little bit off trail here. Crossed over a bridge up there, and there was a nice tent site, but all the trees were pretty small. So kept on walking a little ways up the trail here, paralleled with the creek. Walked off trail. Found a nice flat spot that doesn't have all these, there's all these vines all over in here with these prickers on them and thorns, and kind of nasty. So found a good spot here. Gonna get set up, take my shoes off, relax. It's a really good day of hiking. Just reflecting on how thankful I am that my legs held out and I was able to do that many miles. Just have 35 miles left, so I think I'm confident that I'll be able to make it now. And as the great philosopher Demi Lovato said, what's wrong with being confident? Day 11, I hiked 24.9 miles and passed the Nancy Mountain Shelter, Highway 9 and 10, and I started walking around Lake Mamel and dispersed camped. Good morning, friends. Woo! About 10 miles in. Gonna stop and have a break. Got a little late breakfast. Make a pretty good time. Ooh, it's getting kind of warm though. Came to just a little hilly section. It's not terrible hills, but when you're expecting no hills and you have little hills, it's like, are you serious? So anyway, just gonna stop, regroup. Finally eat some breakfast, getting hungry. Hostess coffee cakes. Oh yeah. Taking a break here with my friend 200. You got one life. Live it. Must be a good day for fishing. A few guys fishing on that river in their boats. Seen like 3 boats so far as I'm walking along Lake Mamel. So it's a beautiful day out. Made it down to Highway 10, trailhead up here. I guess I'm gonna see Lake Mamel even better now once I cross the road here. A little bit of a road walk here, probably 1/3 of a mile along this pretty busy highway. I'm getting over a bridge on Lake Mamel. So I saw some signs that say that this is the main water source for central Arkansas. Little Rock, the whole area, and people are not allowed to physically touch the water. Go swimming, all sort of activities. But yet, there's a lot of people fishing. I just walked past a pond with a great big beaver house in it. And all along here I see little trees probably 2 feet off the ground where they've been gnawed off. So I'm really happy that I have my Sawyer squeeze, because nobody likes to get giardia. I'm not down with the beaver fever. Came up along Lake Momel here. It's a beautiful lake, really big. They built a dam down that way that feeds the lake. Still haven't quite figured out. I'm not anti-fishing. You can't go swimming in the lake or touch the water, but they have all sorts of motorboats out there. I understand that it's a reservoir for drinking water, but might sound a little bit like government overreach. As you know, I work for the government. When I researched hiking the Ouachita Trail, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and everyone talked about this sawdust pile, and I just thought they're stupid for talking about it. But it's a lot bigger than it looked in those videos. It's a lot of freaking sawdust left over from an old sawmill. Who knows how long? You'd think that sawdust would break down, but it's been there a while. I wonder what sort of rodents are living in there. Ooh. I made it across the creek at mile 208. It wasn't too bad, but you can see here that they have a cable for when the water gets really high to help you get across, kind of as a handrail. I'm doing a sign here for the official last campsite, the Penny campsite. 0.9 miles off the trail, and there's no water. State land here, right? Hard pass on walking an extra 1.8 miles. I'm gonna keep on going. Set up my hammock in the woods. We're getting there, man. Fill up my water bag. Kept on hiking past the creek that I was planning to camp at. So I ran past a father and daughter who talked to a ranger at Pinnacle State Park, and you can do dispersed camping along the trail here. And then I ran into an older gentleman hiking the trail that had a lopper and a saw, and this is his adopted section of the trail. And we talked for a long time, and you know, he knows people with the soil and water district, and let's just put it, you can camp along this last 30 miles. There just aren't any campsites. So if you're okay with dispersed camping, skip that Penny campsite and keep on walking. But the one thing you can't skip is the mud and water. Been a great trip. Nice way for my last camp out on this trip. Nice, right off trail here. It's not a campsite, but nice part about having a hammock is I don't need perfectly flat. Give me a couple trees, give me a view, we're all set. So unintentionally, I have exactly 10 miles to go tomorrow. So looking forward to waking up, packing up, making that last 10 miles and finishing and being done before lunch. So it's been a great trip. I'm glad you've been along. On the final day, woo! I hiked 10 miles, saw Lake Mamel Dam, and walked through Pinnacle Mountain State Park before reaching the eastern terminus. That's it, 223 miles from Talimena State Park in Oklahoma to here at Pinnacle Mountain State Park in Arkansas. Ouachita Trail, you provided me with beauty, serenity, and the challenge of a lifetime. It was a great hike. Thanks for coming along. If you like this video, go ahead and hit subscribe, punch that bell notification. Check me out on Instagram, check me out on Facebook, check out the merch in Teespring, Arkansas. Thank you. But this is Midwest Backpacker, and I am out.